Speaking of things racial, this just cracks me up. We talk about Barack Obama being the first African American or the first black president of the United States, and the whole idea of blackness, African Americanness, blackness, goes back to the so-called one-drop rule that anybody who has theoretically one drop of African American blood or African blood, that person is African American. In the first place, what's the difference in the blood? You know what I'm saying. I'm using colloquialisms and stupidity and racism right now. But the one-drop rule has applied in this country forever, hasn't it? So you can have a man like Barack Obama, whose mother was a Caucasian, his father was an African black man, and they commingle their genetic material, and out comes Barack Obama, but we're going to call him a black man. Now, I'm not going to argue with the black folk who want to claim him. I'm just wondering why white folk don't say, wait a minute, stop. He's white. Right? So anyway, 6 United States presidents may have been, quote, black, end quote, using the one-drop rule before Barack Obama. You want to hear who they are? Where did I get this, Kathy? It's out there. Thomas Jefferson. Let's start with him. In his 19-page pamphlet entitled The 5 Negro Presidents, Joel Rogers wrote that the country's third president was described by a political opponent as, quote, the son of a half-breed Indian squaw and a Virginia mulatto father, end quote. Whew. How many insults are in that sentence? Now, it's no secret that Thomas Jefferson fathered children with slave woman Sally Hemings at his Monticello residence in Virginia. Any evidence of African ancestry on the part of Jefferson remains unconfirmed. All right, now we have Andrew Jackson. In his 2001 book, Black People and Their Place in History, Dr. Leroy Vaughn cites an article written in the Virginia Magazine of History that Andrew Jackson was the son of an Irish woman who married a black man. The magazine also stated that Jackson's oldest brother had been sold as a slave. This assertion remains unconfirmed. That's Andrew Jackson. Then we have Abraham Lincoln. Oh, yes, indeed. The country's 16th president is widely known as the Great Emancipator, but in his book, Joel Rogers wrote that Lincoln was, in fact, the illegitimate son of an African man, and that his mother was said to have admitted that he was the progeny of a black man. That assertion has yet to be confirmed. Warren Harding. Isn't this fun? Warren Harding, the country's 29th president, never denied his black heritage. According to Rogers, quote, Harding had black ancestors between both sets of parents. William Chancellor, a white professor of economics and politics at Worcester College in Ohio, wrote a book on the Harding family genealogy and identified black ancestors among both parents of President Harding. Justice Department agents allegedly bought and destroyed all copies of this book. Professor Chancellor also said that Harding's only academic credentials included education at Iberia College, which was founded in order to educate fugitive slaves. Hot diggity damn! Then we have Calvin Coolidge. In his book, Dr. Leroy Vaughn, Black People and Their Place in History. In his book, Dr. Vaughn claimed that the nation's 30th president, Calvin Coolidge, also had black ancestry. He wrote, Coolidge, quote, claimed his mother was dark because of mixed Indian ancestry. Coolidge's mother's name was Moore, M-O-O-R. In Europe, the name was given to all blacks. Dr. Auset Bakufu says that by 1800, the New England Indian, Native American, was hardly any longer a pure Indian because they had mixed so often with blacks. And then, of course, Dwight Eisenhower. Yeah, I know. Dr. Bakufu indicates or includes the 34th president, Dwight Eisenhower, in his book, Six Black Presidents, Black Blood, White Masks, saying that Eisenhower's mother, Ida Elizabeth Stover Eisenhower, an anti-war advocate, was part black. So, there you go. Huh? Who cares? I care, Kathy. I think it's fascinating. Why do I care? Because of who we are, because of who we are in this country, and because of what we've done with race, and because of the way we've used it. So I think if enough Caucasoids understood this ain't no big deal, that's why it matters. What, did you have something to add? Huh?
No, that's just 5 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
We'll be right back.